into the main room. All right. Have some people. Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. Manitoba Start is the leading provider of career services to newcomers in the province of Manitoba and connects businesses to a world-class workforce. I would like to welcome you all to this Spotlight webinar, a series of live broadcasted events designed to assist you in entering the labor market in Manitoba. Manitoba Star acknowledges that we are gathered on Treaty 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Anishinaabe, Dakota, Oyate, Denesulin, and Nehethowuk nations, and the homeland of the Red River Métis. We acknowledge that our water is sourced from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation. As a newcomer serving organization, we commit to learning about the histories, cultures, and rights of the Indigenous communities to strive to build a respectful and supportive relationship for all. My name is Medina, and I'm currently program coordinator for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Now, before we begin, given the large number of participants who joined this webinar, we have muted your microphone to allow for better clarity and less interference. When we come to the question and answer portion of the webinar, you'll be able to ask questions. You can use the raise hand feature to indicate that you have a question or a comment. To do this, you can click on the participants button in the meeting controls, find the raise hand icon next to your name and click on it. This will notify us that you have raised your hand. Teams webinars also provides Q&A feature that allows attendees to ask questions specifically in the Q&A panel. To access this, click on the More Options, the 3 dots button in the meeting controls, and select Q&A. You can then type your question in the Q&A panel. Now, before we move on to introducing our presenters for today, I would like to share some web polls with you. So I will quickly switch to the polls, and the polls will give us a chance to see who's here with us in attendance. Let's see. So one question. Let's see. Okay, I seem to have issues launching. Are you able to see the polls?
No.
No, that is interesting. I can't share one by one. Okay, so let me know if you're able to check off individually, or am I just sharing the screens of the polls?
I think you're just sharing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That is interesting. And it worked yesterday when we did this.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. So, let me see. Okay, well, maybe we will not have the polls today. What I would like to is go back to my PowerPoint and have a formal introduction of the presenters for today. So, second. All right. And now you're able to see my other screen. Yes.
You're good. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So, as I mentioned, today's webinar, we have One Insurance joining with us. Combining the rich legacies of One Insurance and BSI Insurance, we proudly stand as the largest Manitoba-owned brokerage with 29 locations in as many communities, bringing over 70 years of collective experience in the insurance industry. One of the largest Manitoba-owned brokerages. They really cherish their roots and are devoted to providing trusted support to individuals, families, businesses, and communities across the province and beyond. So please welcome Lisa from One Insurance.
Hi. I will share my screen with everyone.
Okay, so I will. Oh, perfect.
All right. So my screen came up and we're just going to put myself in. There we go. All right. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lisa Kirk, and I'm the Director of People and Culture here at One Insurance in Winnipeg. I'm truly honored to be speaking with you today through Manitoba Start. Thank you. This is an organization that plays such a vital role in our helping our newcomers and building meaningful careers and also living in our province. At One Insurance, we're proud to be the Manitoba's largest locally owned brokerage with a legacy, again, that spans over 70 years of combined experience. We have 29 locations across the province. In my role, I focus on creating inclusive, supportive workplaces where people can thrive and regardless of where they come from or how they got there. Today, I'll be sharing insights about our organization, our services, our workplace culture, and many of the benefits and our career opportunities that we offer. Whether you're exploring insurance, the industry, or you're looking for your next professional step, I hope this session will bring you some practical tools, some inspiration, and a deeper understanding of what it means to be part of the One team. So let's get started. Our mission and vision, so grow a lasting business through a commitment to continuous improvement and innovation. Our vision is to be the broker of choice. So we want everyone to come to our locations. We want to build strong relationships, diverse products, services, geography all across Manitoba, and all the little communities and the small to large communities, and staying ahead, obviously, of all the industry changes that happen. Um, some of the insurance services that we provide. So we offer a wide range of insurance solutions tailored to meet all of our Manitobans, whether we're protecting your home, your business, your farm, traveling. Our experienced insurance advisors are here to help our customers find the right coverage that fits their life and their budget. Personal insurance services. So I'll kind of highlight a few of them. Home insurance, so your homeowners, tenants, condominiums, and cottages. Auto insurance, so including that auto pack, SMI, and specialty vehicles like those unique antique and classic cars. Travel and health insurance, so protection for you when you're on your journeys and keeping you well and safe. Equine insurance, which is new for me, which is specializing in horse owners, coverage for them and for the events that they partake. ORV, off-road vehicle insurance, so all those fun vehicles like ATVs and snowmobiles, boats too as well. Commercial and agriculture insurance, which we talk about a lot here at the office. Commercial insurance for all businesses of all sizes, farm and hail. So protecting agricultural operations and crops. Bonding insurance, so guaranteeing contractual obligations, specialty coverage. At the lower, they have Peace Hills Glass. So Peace Hills Glass is a unique protection for glass-related claims, and of course, our tenants insurance. So One Insurance is more than just a brokerage. We're a trusted partner. We help navigate those uncertainties that may happen, and our commitment is to personalize our service, be a part of the community engagement, and continuous innovation. So we ensure that every customer receives the right care and coverage that they deserve. Our company roles. So let's talk about those recruitment initiatives. So careers in insurance. No one grows up to be an insurance broker. It's sort of a position that you land into. So whether you're applying to a job posting or you're walking down the street and you see one of our branches, we always like to post our positions at the front desk or at the window. We've had a lot of people that's how they started their career insurances. I love talking to people that how they got into the business and how they got into insurance, and it's quite cool to hear their travels and where they came from in terms of how they got that job in insurance. Um, we're actively hiring for several key locations. The three top main positions that we recruit for is our auto insurance advisors. So this role focuses on helping clients navigate their auto pack insurance needs. So from driver's license, you just bought a new car, specialty vehicles, like I talked to previous about antiques and classic cars. Our advisors help give you that guidance, build those strong relationships, and give you the right coverage for your needs. It's a great fit for someone who enjoys working directly with people and making a difference in their day-to-day lives. The candidates would have backgrounds. People that we're looking for is customer service, retail, grocery stores, fast food, restaurant industries, you name it, the financial industry, insurance related fields. So if you came from another country and you may have worked in the insurance industry, we have hired people that have from India, Portugal, Mexico City, and especially too banking. Insurance advisors in our personal lines. So that plays a vital role in helping clients with their home insurance. So building the strong relationships with either new or existing clients. And sometimes our clients will come from the AutoPack area. They help find coverage suits that meet their needs and as well as their budgets too. So making sure that your house is taken care of for all those kinds of things such as flood, fires, you name it. We want to make sure that you walk away as a client very well educated about what policy you have on your home. Hybrid is both auto and personal lines. So in some of our smaller communities, we have about 1 to 2 employees that will be hybrids, and they can do both auto and personal lines. Auto is sort of your first step into the industry, learning all about MPI, and navigating through that. And then personal lines is your home, tenants, boats. I'm going to take you through before I take you through the learning path, we do have other management roles too. We have in our IT department, our people and culture departments, accounting, marketing, social media, that creativity, and as well as all types of other departmental positions. And we will always post them up on our website and as well as internal too. So this is the new to the industry learning path. So when you come to One Insurance, you've gone through the interview process. One of the things that One Insurance prides itself on in being the employer of choice is our comprehensive training plan. So we have a full training department. We've dedicated resources, a training specialist, up-to-date technology and support from your team members to help you through navigating through the insurance industry. We want you to succeed in your career, and One Insurance wants to make sure that you accomplish what you can and what you can learn in the first 3 years. So I did a little bit of a synopsis here, about 0 to 3 months when you first come to One Insurance, your first day. We'll be working with you to get your level 1 license, which is your fundamentals of insurance. Also IWS, which is our auto pack. So that exam is through MPI. It's a 4-day course, fully online, and then you write an open book test based on those 4 days. We will also set you up with our own broker management system, which is called Epic, and we'll put you through some training. We have a training department again who will train you on the Epic as well as do tutorials and webinars. And you'll also learn about our security program called Know Before that we work with closely. In 3 to 6 months, you'll be learning your travel insurance. So on-the-job training, webinars, Blue Cross, you name it, ORV insurance products, SRE extension products, and as well as Epic renewals. So at least you know there is a timeline of where you will be learning and what you should be based your, how much you should know by the time it's, your 1-year anniversary comes up, because it comes by quickly. 6 to 12 months, Identifying Opportunities 101. It's an in-house webinar along with SRE commercial vehicles, which is represented by MPI, and you'll get your SRE level 1. And then 12 to 24 months, we want you to be working on your different levels. So there are different licensing levels that you can obtain. There's a level 1, 2, and 3, and we will help you through that road. It's a roadmap, and you can either do self-study or you can also do immersion exams through it to help you get your licensing levels. And everything is done online, or you can also go down to IBAM, which is the Insurance Broker Association of Manitoba, and write your exam, whichever is the best. Some people like to do them online and some people like to do it in an actual classroom sitting. So just to kind of give you a gauge of all the learning paths that you would learn, by 3 years, you should be at your CABE Level 3 exam, which qualifies you as a Level 2 insurance broker. Here are some of our paid time off benefits that One Insurance is proud to put together. When we amalgamated with BSI Insurance and One Insurance, we got together and kind of took a look at our paid time off benefits, our group benefits, everything that we would feel that attracts those candidates to our business. Vacations, so making sure you take your vacation, 3 weeks of vacation. Sometimes when you start in the middle of the year, you'll be prorated, but then as of January 1st, you'll be set back up to your 3 weeks vacation. Personal health hours, so these are like your sick days. So if you have to stay home, you're sick, you have a medical appointment, your child is sick, you do have 10 days per year to use, and you're eligible after 3 months. Volunteer hours, which we love, and our volunteer hours is 7.5 per year. You can also do more. We're very into the community engagement, and we love seeing people volunteering at different engagement initiatives, events. Flex hours. So our flex hours, so when we were BSI Insurance and One Insurance and we came together, BSI had a birthday day off and One Insurance had a shopping day off. So we just put that together and now we have what's called a flex day. So you could take a flex day any time of the year. It's yours to use with whatever you want to choose to. If you want to take your birthday day off or you want to take an alternative day, it's there for you to use. These are some of our group benefits that we have for our employees. We provide group life, dependent life, health, dental. We have a health spending account for both single and family coverage. We also have our short-term disability and long-term disability. One thing to note is One Insurance does pay for your health and dental premiums. So the only thing you would out-pocket is the taxable benefit ones, such as your life insurance, short-term and long-term disability. Green Shield is one of our newest employee assistance program to, I wouldn't say newest, but it's one of the initiatives that when we got together, we wanted to provide support for our employees for both mental health and well-being. And Green Shield is definitely a great portal in terms of getting resources and getting the experienced help that our employees need. Allstate, which is our critical illness. So if you should have a diagnosed with a sort of not so great what's the word I'm looking for? Diagnosis. We have our critical insurance, and then as well as our accidental death and dismemberment. Canada Life is part of our RSP. So when you start with One Insurance, we do have a matching program of 3% because we do want to make sure that you're set for retirement down the road. I know we're all too young for that yet. I know I am. And so those are some of the lovely group benefits that One Insurance provides for their employees. The other thing we have is our social committee and programs. These are our fun committees that you get to join if you like, volunteer obviously. Our social committee is part of our events and activities throughout the year. We have a holiday party, an award ceremony every year. So our award ceremony is your 5-year, 10-year, 15, 20, 25 years of service. We also have some really cool special awards that One Insurance likes to put on, and there's even a big cup that one of the branches can win. So we do a lot of different branch activities. Our Because We Care is absolutely one of the best it's just one of our best programs that we have. It supports our local communities, all their initiatives. It helps foster engagement. Every 2 years, we seek dedicated volunteers. So our employees get to join the Because We Care committee and help drive meaningful change in our communities. If you take a look at our website, you can read some of the stories about our Because We Care programs. Most recently is our wildfires. So we were making sure that we have we're donating and being a part of the community, especially with the wildfires that have been going on. Volunteering, enhancing our community. We do the United Way deductions. We try and give back to a lot of those initiatives that come through. In our Because We Care program, we want people to be an ambassador. They participate in meetings throughout the year. We actually review the applications that come through our website and take a look at what makes sense and what we want to be supporting. So we do a lot of that make care in terms of taking a look at each application, going through it thoroughly, and making sure that this is one of the things that One Insurance stands by. And then, of course, our United Way. We're starting a new campaign this year, and Friday is our United Way plane pull. So we have 20 employees coming down together. We're going to pull a plane, and hopefully there's about 70 other companies, and we're hoping that we'll take home the cup. Cross your fingers. Additional benefits and programs. So we have, our Casual Fridays, our business casual dress code, years of service, as I talked about previously in our anniversary awards. We also love when employees tell us about someone that's looking for a job, or employee referral program, family events, pay time off. We also have a One Insurance shop where you can go and pick up a really nice one shirt, or you can purchase a jacket. You can purchase probably now we're talking about toques and mitts. We also have leadership and industry training. So one of the good things about One Insurance is making sure that your professional fees and memberships are paid. We have an education assistance program, and we also have a One Level Up bursary program, so that if you have a child that is going into university or a post-secondary education, we will give them $1,000 towards their education and books, which is really great. Our application process. So I want to go through this application process just to help you, guide you through our website and where to go and put in your resume, and go take a look at our job postings and job descriptions. So one of the things is, click on our website at www.oneinsurance.ca. You'll click on the main menu when you get on here, which is right at the top part next to the Get a Quote button. And then you'll click on home. You'll come to this beautiful blue screen and then click on home and then about. And then once you get into about, you'll click on careers. So this is where you can find all of our job postings. Careers will also give you a couple of testimonials from our employees. It'll also go through some of our Because We Care initiatives and who's who in the zoo on what branches. So this is the site that you'll actually come to for careers. And then if you scroll on down, you'll come to the job listings. And here you can select the job listings toggle button, and you'll come into a list of all of our job postings. You can click on any of the job titles and read through the job postings. Each job posting will have a read more button, which is located just at the bottom, and it will tell you with the job postings, the branch we're hiring for, about the opportunity, the performance objectives, qualifications, and why you should choose one, and how to apply. So each position or posting will tell you what, because we have 29 branches, it'll tell you which branch is hiring. Most of our branches also have been put together in a region. So we'll have 3 or 4 branches as one region, and that will have one regional manager and one regional leader. So you could be in Oak Bank, but you could be set up with Kildonan, East St. Paul. You could be in Carmen and you're set up with Altona, St. Jean, Dominion City. So we love that our team regions all get together and help each other out. So say if an employee is absent or is away on holidays, some of our employees will jump in and go to that other branch and help out. It's a very team environment. Once you get through the application process, you'll go to apply online. And so this is where you could put your resume and cover letter and you apply for the position. Once you get in there, we have an application system, an ATS system, applicant tracking system, and it'll ask you for a few specific questions around that job posting. This is where you can set up your resume and as well as your cover letter. We ask that people put in a cover letter because that helps tailor your resume to the position that you're applying for. So take a look at the job postings, the job descriptions, and make sure you take a look at some of those keywords and experiences that align with your resume and the job description. We always like to ask people to, why are you interested in this role? When we see a generic resume without a cover letter, we feel that the candidate isn't really genuinely interested. So please make sure you put in your cover letter and tell us why you want to work for One Insurance and what attracted you to this role and to this position. Relating your skills and experience to that job, that's going to get you far. If, say, for instance, the experience that we've listed doesn't really meet with some of your skills or experience, I always tell people to kind of tailor what you've done in your past. So say you worked in a daycare, you haven't really had frontline people coming in and out, but you do at a daycare when you're greeting those mom and dads and parents coming in and the children every day. So that would give you a really good example of meeting those skills and experience. It may not be that you were frontlines, customer service, or handling people face to face right up at a front counter, but it does give you an experience of, hey, that person has dealt with parents, dealt with the children, greeted them. How did their day go? Always proofread your resume too, always catch those spelling errors. Get someone to take a look at your resume, and don't give out any personal information. No social insurance numbers, no birth dates, photos. They kind of lead to biases, and we don't really want to put that in. So just some hints and tricks on that. One insurance application process, as you go through our applicant tracking system, like I was talking about before, was your specific questions. So we ask, are you legally entitled to work in Canada? Do you hold a driver's license, a Manitoba driver's license? You may not hold a Manitoba one because you've just come from, say, Calgary or BC. That's okay. Our auto advisor roles, applicants must obtain a Manitoba General Insurance License and also the MPI IWS certificate. So we ask that question is, will you be able to study and pass the test? And we hope, and obviously we want to get you trained and ready to go. So some people don't really want to necessarily have to go through that process, and that's okay. Are you able to pass a criminal record check? And what's your availability? So some of our branches are open Saturdays. So we want to make sure that you're able to work on a Saturday because everyone takes their turn on a rotation basis of working a Saturday, which means that you would also get a day off in lieu of that Saturday. So if you work Tuesday to Saturday, the next following Monday, you might have the day off or another day during that week. Do you require reasonable accommodation during the interview? Really important. Let us know. And is there anything else that you would like to ask? I always tell people put in any type of information that you feel that we should know. This is a good part to shine and sell yourself for sure. Just some brief highlights. Again, paid training and development. We have our group benefits, a comprehensive group benefits package for our employees. We have a matching RSP. We love our culture and community. So that's definitely what we shine in being a part of our community, a part of our the workplace. We celebrate diversity and foster that collaboration. We thrive on a fun environment. We like to have fun at work. And of course, vacation. Everybody deserves a well-deserved vacation. And I'm one of those people that if you're not taking your holidays by end of August, I'm knocking on your manager's door saying, hey, it's time to take a vacation. But that's just because we have busy seasons and we want to make sure that people take a break and recharge and get back to having some time off with their family. Just some general pictures I thought I'd throw together on some of our events. So our grand opening in St. Vital, this is our IBAM beeper and Ray Gerardin, who's our VP of Insurance Services. So we had opened up our new location in St. Vital on St. Anne's Road, and we had QX 104 come and we celebrated. Our L'Atelier branch, customer appreciation. This is TJ Jutras. He's our account executive. He's making those hot dogs, which is great. It's super fun and it's just a relaxing time to talk with clients, talk with your customers and employees too as well. Stonewall just recently celebrated their Quarry Days. Another customer appreciation event in East St. Paul with our president and CEO, Nick Rollick. He's great. He's always in our branches taking selfies. I always make sure that, is he coming today so that I can make sure my hair is all, all intact. We also like to join and participate in the golf tournaments. One of the biggest special golf tournaments is the IBAM Dale Rempel Memorial Golf Tournament. And then June, just this past June, we had our summer carnival event for all of our employees. So we had took over the St. Norbert tent, I guess you would call it. It's a huge building, and we had a big carnival day for our employees with food and you name it. So that's all I have for my slideshow. I guess now would be time for Q&A and questions and answers and all that kind of good stuff.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Lisa, so much
Yeah,
for
you're
that very
welcome.
informative session. I love that you touched on cover letters because that's something that as career coaches here in Manitoba Star, they do emphasize the importance of it, but not a lot of jobs require. But I would just add, in addition to what you said, even if the participants here added that they attended the webinar, I think that would be, an extra point.
Yes, absolutely. I love it.
Yes. And especially if you give compliment to Lisa's amazing presentation, you'll get more
Oh,
points.
I'll take compliments for sure. Yeah, take them, bring them in.
Yes.
We love them.
Okay. So we have a question from DP. So as I mentioned, your mics are muted, so I'll allow the mic. You will still show muted, so all you have to do is unmute yourself. So we have Deepti. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi Lisa, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am good, I am good. Thank you for sharing this information
Mhm.
because I passed my fundamental of insurance exam.
Perfect.
So
Good for you.
actually I joined a hub international, but
Okay.
they just discontinue my employment because I did not pass my auto pack assessment.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm just curious about it. This career is my end in the insurance industry because I did not pass my autoback assessment.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
just
okay.
planning to take like cab exam. So I think it
Okay.
will help me to another level or any other companies over there. So I just need really your guidance in an insurance industry as an a mentor, as an a guidance. You just tell me what is the next step over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the IWS is the 4-day course, and then you write the exam. So that's you have to be with an actual insurance brokerage. So the IBAM CABE licensing that you were talking about, yeah, absolutely. You can take your CABE too. We
Mm-hmm.
do. If you first need to step into the role in the insurance and like an insurance advisor, you don't necessarily need that CABE 2 yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, there is an auto pack course that they do have through IBAM that you could take, and that might help you out with getting your auto pack and MPI certification. So you may want to check that out or call IBAM, IBAM, and
Mm-hmm.
talk to them about that training. You can do your CABE 2 for sure, but you can absolutely, I mean, you already have your level 1, which is great. That's what we look for. First off, too, is that you've passed that fundamentals of insurance exam. So, um,
Okay. So
yeah,
I just need your like email address, so I just share my experience with you. So you just have a look and you just guide me ki as a this is my right decision for taking the CAPE 2 exam. So after the CAPE 2 exam, can I apply for the jobs in an auto pack or
absolutely.
any
Yeah,
other insurance company
absolutely.
also?
For sure. Yes, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Because you'll have to be with the brokerage anyways to get your Autopac license. So you might as well go ahead. You can even apply now too as well, because you
Okay.
have your fundamentals of insurance. So
Okay.
um,
So I am eligible for the CAPE 2 exam, right?
yes.
Okay, so after that, can I get some chance to work with the brokerage or any other insurance
Oh,
industry?
absolutely. They would take a look at it and going, oh, she's going for her CABE too. So if she's passed that exam, you've passed your FOI and your CABE too, that looks great on your resume. So I would encourage you
Okay,
to definitely do that. Okay.
okay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
you're
Lisa. This will
welcome. Yeah,
really help me a lot. I
absolutely.
just need your guidance. I really appreciate. Thank you, thank you.
No problem. And if you have a question too, you can on our ATS system through our careers website,
Hmm.
through our own particular website, you can put some questions in there too as well directly to us and we can answer them for you.
Okay, so you are into the Winnipeg location or in the any other location?
We're in
Because I
Winnipeg. Yeah, we have 29
okay.
locations. So yeah,
Yeah, actually,
um,
I interviewed with the one of your location. That is location is the Kuwaitin.
Kuwaitan. Kildonan? Yeah, so off.
Yeah, I think it's a Kildonan.
No, is it Kildonan? Okay, yeah, not Kuwaitan. We don't have any branches on Kuwaitan, but we do have in Kildonan. So that might have been the branch off a Gateway.
Okay, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I interviewed with them. So maybe
Okay.
last year, that time I was
Okay.
not selected.
Yeah,
So that is also the
I would still encourage you to send in your resume. Absolutely. Like even if it has been a year, I would definitely send in your resume again too.
yeah, definitely. Can I share my resume with you or in your email address or can I apply online?
I would apply online because then it goes into our system, and we have 3 individuals that take care of all the recruitment and selection here. So then it's not just me, we'll all get it. So that's good. So we'll be able to determine, okay, she's looking for Kildonan or maybe Oakbank or St. Vital's. So those locations. And then it's all in our ATS system.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you
Yes,
so
you're
much.
welcome. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to Arafat Ahmed.
Hey.
Your mic is unmuted. Go ahead.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for your
Hi.
presentation. And I really like the way actually you gave the guidance to cover the gap of our experience, if I don't have a customer facing role previously, how actually I can cover up with the childcare positions that if I had
Mm-hmm.
any. I just want to have two specific questions for you.
Sure.
I am an immigrant, so recently I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
My first question is that I don't have any Canadian reference here. I worked in States and my home country. So how actually, if I gave any positions that I worked there, how actually you're gonna verify the references? And the second thing is that I can when I checked in your website, currently there are not any positions available, it says, but just wanted to know when is that likely time for you to hire the any new employees in this season?
Sure.
That's all the two questions that I have.
Yeah. So if there's not a position up there that you're looking for, or that your skills and like if we're not hiring for an AutoPack person in a particular area, and that's what you're looking for, we're always hiring. So things will change. So I would ask that you take a look at our website. We also post all of our positions up on Indeed and as well as IBAM's job posting. So we will, so the first question, sorry, was how do you relate your skills and experience without having
No,
any
not
Canadian?
really. If I say that, okay, I work there as a customer service assistant in my home country or some other
Yep,
countries,
yep.
how do I mean, check the reference and how actually it can be overcome? Because I don't have any Canadian reference, so how actually are gonna verify and then if on the subsequent positions it will affect my position?
So I would say on your covering letter, definitely explain, some of the customer service um, skills that you did. So were you answering phones? Were you greeting customers? Kind of relate those skills to what our job posting states. That will help out. Even though you don't have Canadian experience, that's okay. You have lots of experience in the other country, right? And so taking those skills that you were doing and really highlighting them in your covering letter and telling them, okay, this is what I did in my country, and you're asking for this. It just relate it to what we're looking for on the job posting. Does that make sense? Did I explain that? Okay,
I
sorry.
mean, my main point was if I say that okay, I worked in Staples in United States, maybe in Minnesota in
Yep,
one of the
that's
state,
fine. Yep.
how actually I mean you will verify because that is a different country, different. Maybe I left that position. How the background check will take place while hiring?
Well, we would ask you obviously what happened and why you're no longer with them. Um, if you have a work-related reference from them, that always helps. I mean, your resume has to be true. Um, I'm really not sure, um, I mean, the easiest thing is maybe even sometimes people will contact the company just to make sure, confirm employment too as well. So if you have a contact back there or even, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, why I'm saying that, as we are immigrant, so we left those
Mhm.
countries that we lived before,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
while coming here, if we didn't build up any Canadian network, So that's where I struggle while getting in the
Okay.
Canadian reference, something like that. That's
Yeah.
why actually I asked this question. Thank you.
Right. And that's, yeah, I completely understand that. I've given, some people have given me emails. Emails have helped too, where sometimes the time difference and that doesn't work out for work references or even personal references. I have experience where candidates give me copies of their reviews from past employers too as well, even those ones that have, are in different countries. That has helped out with employment. So yeah, I kind of have to think outside of the box for those ones, but absolutely in your cover letter, like I would, highlight all those great things that you did in your country and in those positions, and then go from there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so we have a question in the chat. Amir said, notice that there are no current open auto insurance positions. What would you suggest for them to do to prepare before a new job posting becomes available?
Mm.
What kind of studies or resources could they focus on?
Right. So you can look up on IBAM, the website, which gives you all the training and the licensing qualifications that you need, such as the fundamentals of insurance. You can keep watch of our website, definitely, because it always seems to refresh every week, it seems. So you never know. You can also send your resume to careers@oneinsurance.ca. And even though a position is not available at that time, we do keep your resume on file for 6 months. So you can, send in your resume, or you can send it through the ATS system too. But that would be probably my recommendation, is to go through the careers@oneinsurance.ca email address. And I can post that. It should be up. I can repost my thank you maybe at the end, and then you guys can you can see that, or I could share, like I'll share my screen, and then it's careers. I can even actually put it in the message. So if you don't see a job posting, I would still encourage you to send it in, because like I said, we're always it's always changing every week to week, and you never know what can come across our desks for an opening. Even for term positions too, for maternity leave positions, we do have quite a few that are going up. It may not be a full-time position, but it does get you in the door. So you never know. And our maternities leaves are 12 months, 18 months. So that's a lot of great experience that you would gain in those positions. So I would encourage you to apply for those term positions. Okay.
Thank you. We have a question from Adam. Adam, you have your hand raised. You are good to ask. You can unmute your mic and ask your question.
I don't know. There we go.
Hi,
Oh, there we go.
can you hear
Hi,
me?
Adam.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi. Thank you very much, Lisa, for the great presentation. Much appreciated. I have a couple of questions. I'm going to ask one by one. Appreciate your responses.
Sure.
The first one is that for non-customer facing roles, for example, accounting, is it mandatory to have an insurance background?
In accounting?
Yeah.
Yes. We do require an accounting background for sure. Bookkeeping, accounts payables, you name it. So what's on our job posting or is the qualifications and experience? Yes, we do look for accounting background and education.
Okay, got it. Okay, the second one is I heard during the webinar that One Insurance has about 29 or 28 branches, all in Manitoba. Any specific reasons why it has not ventured into other provinces?
Well, we do have licensing in other provinces. So we do have a group of account executives and marketing brokers that do have licensing in BC, Alberta, also Ontario and Saskatchewan. That's a great question. I'm surprised, that's maybe a question for our CEO in terms of acquisitions and getting into the other provinces. I would love, I think we're big here in Manitoba, that would be the next, our next step is to reach out into different different provinces. So yeah, that's a great question, Adam.
Okay, got
Stay
it.
tuned. I'm sure that's going to happen one of these days.
Okay. There are many well-known insurance brokers available in the market. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Manitoba. How does one insurance differentiates itself in comparison with its competitors?
I always think of our workplace culture. We love to have fun. It shows on our website. I've been here for 10 years. I've been with the BSI and the One Insurance acquisition merger. And, speaking with some of our employees and being in our branches is what makes us stand out. It's our employees. So our culture and, all the great things that One Insurance wants to provide for their employees, but also, not just have an obligation, but wants to do it, wants our employees to have fun, wants our employees to take vacation and do all that good stuff with their families. We're very community driven, like I had spoken about previously. So I feel like not only do we have branches in different communities, but also our employees from those communities work in those branches. So it's a lot of ownership in terms of, this is our branch in, say, Niverville. They take pride in their work and what they do. And if you're looking for a really good career, this career is going to last you a long time. There's different areas that you can get into, different education, like we were talking about earlier, DIPD, the CABE licensing levels, you name it. So you can go into really many different avenues. So yeah, I feel like it's our culture that really stands out than all the rest of them. And we're number one. We're the number one brokerage.
Oh, okay. So you're the number one brokerage in terms of the premium that is underwritten by the One Insurance?
I'm sorry?
You're the number one broker in Manitoba with regard to the premium that is underwritten by One Insurance. Is that correct?
Premium, I'm not sure. I'd have
Okay.
to, yeah, that's not my area. I'm not into the
Okay.
sales or the background based on premiums, but I would say if we're the largest broker, maybe, yeah, I just can't confirm that. Can't confirm or deny.
And okay, and the last one, is there a possibility that One Insurance may be approached by another larger broker in the market for acquisition? Then that from the employee's perspective, we'd like to work for an employer with their stability. But in terms of an acquisition, if a larger broker acquires a smaller broker, there will be some sort of job cuts. So from my perspective, that is one area that I would be concerned about, and appreciate if you could shed some light on this, whether what's going to be the outcome of any acquisition if One Insurance is acquired by another larger broker. So what's going to happen with the employees who are already working for One Insurance?
Well, if you looked at our acquisition just previously when BSI and One Insurance came together, there was no job losses. Even when we were COVID, we had 0 job losses. So being in the insurance industry is definitely one of those careers that is always going to be there. I can't really comment on acquisitions or anything like that. I'm sorry, that's just not my realm. We definitely don't want to have anybody lose their job in terms of because of an acquisition. We just took over, we just acquired Patil Insurance in St. James, and they're all working for us. So I'm really not sure, where your question wants to go or what, but the stability in our company is there. And I think if you're a great employee, you show up every day to work and you just want to have a great time and work hard. Yeah, I think that's all you can basically do. Sorry, Adam, I'm not
No,
not
no,
really
that's fair
answering your
enough. That's
question,
fair
but I'm
enough.
not
No,
sure.
no,
Yeah.
that's fair enough. Just
I
one
would
last
hope we
one.
don't do that.
Okay, just one
Absolutely.
last
That's
one.
yeah.
What's the employee turnover at One Insurance?
Our employee turnover. So looking at the different branches and the people, we have gone through a bit of a different turnover in our first year, being the acquisition, different policies, different things that are coming out. Most of our turnover has been whether, there's, how do I mention it? It's not high, it's not low, but we expected a turnover. We're on, we're very competitive in terms of what our benefits are, but our turnover rate doesn't seem to be too high. Yeah, I would think that it's like any other brokerage in terms of people wanting to move on in their careers, and we just don't have that availability at that time. And of course, we do have some people that can't pass the fundamentals of insurance exam, and unfortunately, you do have to have an exam. So those are kind of some of the things that, we can't do at that time. But otherwise, turnover, we always try to look at what we can do better. So we do a lot of engagement surveys twice a year. You do have a lot of one-on-one conversations with your manager. So we really want to invite our employees to, if they have questions, concerns, that they come and talk to us as opposed to going to look for another job or anything like that. We'd like to really, absolutely talk first and see what we can do.
Okay, that's it from my end. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Adam.
Adam. Yes, I think you covered a lot of questions that maybe most of the participants have thought of. Okay, move on to Anima. Anima Roy, you can unmute your mic.
It might also be best to put like one question maybe per person, and then
yes.
and then what you can do too is like maybe if anybody has other questions to email Manitoba Start and I can answer. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
We'll have
just for
maybe
timing.
Yes. Elena, if you can share your email in the chat. Okay, we'll move on to Pratik. Pratik, I will allow your mic. So Pratik, if you want to ask a question.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, Lisa.
Yes.
I have a question. So basically, I am from banking as well as insurance background. Although I don't have much of insurance experience, but I have worked for life insurance in my home country. So
Okay.
I have, but I don't have much idea about Canadian market.
That's okay.
So can you guide me what should I look for, because I already have mutual fund license here. I have the Canadian mutual fund license, and I have heard of LLQP. I am more open to learn about insurance as well as banking. So can you guide me what should I go for?
So the life and mutual funds, it's great to have, but it's not necessarily a need. So what we look for is more of the fundamentals of insurance and the CABE levels of insurance. Mutual funds and life insurance are we do life insurance. We do have special account executives that take over the life insurance, but I'm not sure if that's something that you're more geared towards in terms of mutual funds and life insurance. I'm really not the best person to talk about that. What I would do is maybe call up IBAM, or there is the Insurance Council, ICM, which is the Insurance Council of Manitoba, and they would be able to help you out too in terms of what more trading, that you can get.
Insurance Council of Manitoba, right?
Yeah, ICM. Yep.
Okay.
And they're great. They'll point you in the right direction in terms of if that's what you're looking for in life and mutual funds. Absolutely. It's great to have those too. So I don't, if AutoPack is something you want to get into or you want to get into actually working in a brokerage, those are great things to have. And so highlight those on your, your resume. If that's, if working in a brokerage is something that you want to do.
Thanks for your guidance. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. So we are at 1 o'clock. I do want to be mindful of Lisa's time. We have Aloysius waiting to ask a question, but I think Anima mentioned in the chat.
Oh.
She also has mutual funds license.
Yeah.
So I think your kind of answer covers that as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely eligible to apply. I think it's great that you have the background, the banking industry. There's a lot of terminology out there for in insurance, so you'll be able to really understand more of the insurance knowledge than I will. But banking, absolutely, yes. Please definitely apply.
All right.
Hey, Lisa, it's Aloysius. My question is really quick. I just want to see if you consider CIP designation as an app.
Yeah, CIP is great. So CIP is actually a step ahead of our CAPE exams, so the CAPE levels. So you can actually, your CIP can go towards your CAPE exams. So I would call, again, ICM, Insurance Council of Manitoba, and they would be able to help you out. And so if you're looking for you want to come work for an insurance brokerage, most of our CIP people are the people that employees that have the CIP are working as account executives. So some of our producers that go out and the sales division. But the CIP is really, really great to have. And yeah, I would contact the ICM and find out if, what some of your, I think some of the courses affiliate with the CAPE exams.
Well, long story short, Lisa, I am coming from Wabanese Insurance as a field adjuster. So
okay.
I did complete C11, C12. Right now, I'm enrolled for C13 and C14. So
okay.
I'm I'm halfway there with the CIP designation. So I just want to see if if you guys would cover the cost for for the enrollment if I decide to take further courses.
It would depend on the position that we're applying, that you're applying for. So if it was AutoPack or personal lines, not so much. The CIP would be something that you would have to do on your own because we would want you to get your CABE exams, like your FOI, your fundamentals of insurance. Those are great to have, the CIP especially. But if you're maybe further down the road and you were going into a producer position or a marketing broker position, etc., then absolutely we would take a look at the education assistance program.
Sounds good. So C11 is similar to fundamental of insurance. Would that be considered, or
I'm not sure? Yeah, I think that would recognize the level 1, but you would have to confirm with ICM for sure on that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, and last question. Ahmed Masood wants to ask about sales target within the first 6 months.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Yeah, so sales targets, that's again not my forte. We do have our VP of insurance services that takes care of all of our producers in that sales department along with a director. The first 6 months, you're usually given a book of business. If you've already have your license and you've got, you've been working at the brokerage or you've have experience from another brokerage, we do give you a book of business. So, and then you work on your book of business, renewals, all that kind of good stuff, building those relationships, building those rapport. And then you would build up on your book of business. So any referrals you get, family, friends, all that kind of good stuff, that kind of helps build up your book of business as well. well. I don't know what the sales target would be. I'm sorry, I can't answer your question, but I think it's all up to you. How well you do in sales and your connections and your networking.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us today and for your career presentation. Patience during answering questions. There were some really good questions.
Good ones. I love it. Yes. I love it. I'm going to ask some of these questions too that I couldn't answer to some of our directors. So thank you. I appreciate being here today, and I appreciate you all for joining me too and listening to me all day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, that is
Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye.